Hey, what is up guys? So we are going to be going over the October 1st OCG ban list for 2014. So anyways, let's go and jump right into the list and I'll make my comments after because I know some of you guys are just so antsy for the list. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. So for as far as things that got forbidden, nothing got forbidden. As far as limited, Shaddoll Construct, Shaddoll Winda, Summoner Monk, Dark Arm Dragon, Star Seraph Sovereign, Soul Charge, Sinister Shadow Games, and for semi-limited, which means they're going to 2, Blackwing, Gale the Whirlwind, for no longer limited, Wind-Up Shark, Abyss Sphere, Needlebug Nest. So first off, I do want to mention that this is the OCG. We live in the TCG if you live in the United States, which most of my viewers are from, but we can still, take this list into consideration because some of you players like to play in the OCG. Personally, for me, I like to play on the OCG area once in a while because there's a lot of more crazy and innovative decks in the OCG area. But anyways, let's go ahead and actually take a look at this list and see potentially what could happen for the TCG, because I feel like Soul Charge was basically being called for so long. It needed to really get hit, and I was surprised it wasn't banned. This card is it's too strong in the game, man. That's like a win condition on its own for a lot of different matchups, just simply because things like Pleiades and things like Exciton Knight, and they just completely turn around the game for like very little cost. Anyways, let's go and talk about the Shaddolls, because a lot of players, and even if you're a vendor, you can make some profit off of this, because a lot of players are kind of afraid of Shaddolls right now. Like, I don't want to pick them up, or I want to get rid of mine really quick before they get hit in the TCG, which technically could happen. But I do want to mention first off that we do not have the Earth one yet, and we do not have the Fire one yet. So that doesn't mean that your Shaddolls are completely shut down. You still only have one Sinister Shadow Games, which actually hurts the deck more than like the Construct and the Winda. I'm not really too worried about that. It's mainly the Sinister Shadow Games, because this card over here, guys, this helps out so much against the Cliffworth matchup. If you don't know what the heck that deck is going to be basically. It's a very high tier deck, and it has a potential just to get out this one card that completely shuts you down. I'll put a link down below in the description box so you can understand how insane that deck can actually be. You don't even need to play the killer card, which basically is a win condition that is pretty easy to actually pull off because it's searchable. But anyways, this is the card that basically hurts Shaddolls more than anything, because like I said, it's an easy, consistent matchup, because if you go ahead and activate 2, I'll go ahead and send Dragon and go pop, and then you basically are out, and you can lose a lot of advantage very quickly if I'm able to throw up a bunch of stuff and you can't get a big play next turn. But we still need the Earth one, we still need the Fire one coming out into the game, and even though the Winda and Construct got hit, guys, there's a card called Shaddoll Hound. I believe it just came out actually for the TCG, and it lets you add a Shaddoll card, so you can actually recycle your cards if you really want to. I don't think it's the greatest card. Some players actually have been topping with one of these already, just to recycle some cards, in the right situation. Maybe you want that Shaddoll Beast for that extra draw. Maybe you want to reset a Dragon. You have Shadow Games. Shadow Game was really what made Shaddolls really good. Although it is kind of a dead late game card. But I mean, you're trying to set up as quickly as you possibly can for most games you go anyways. But the most important thing that I want to mention for all you Shaddoll players, to not get rid of your Shaddoll stuff, not because only I like the deck, but the main reason why I don't think it's necessary is we still are waiting for the Wind one. We are still waiting for the Water one, and they're going to get one of each element. They already have their Dark one. I know Winda, it has Wind in the name, so you think it's normally going to be the Wind one, but it actually is it's another Shaddoll plus a Dark monster. So just wait till the Water one, wait till the Wind one comes out, because that can completely change the game. The Shaddolls still have fantastic effects. This one is Solemn Warning on legs. This one over here is a I don't know, guess you call it, I think it's if they special summon a monster and it activates its effect, you can negate the effect and destroy it. So it's like I guess you could say it's what is that, Divine Wrath. So I mean, the other cards are still good. It just means that you're not going to be making Winda and Construct as often if you don't want to actually go ahead and play this card over here, which is the Shaddoll Hound or Dog. But anyways, if you guys don't know what Star Seraph Sovereign is, it's the chair. Basically, that's what most players know it as. Basically, if you are able to, it's just basically like the whole Star Seraph deck is basically revolving around rank 4s. It's a really easy special summonable card, and you also get to draw a card off it. It was very poorly designed, actually. But as far as the other cards that got hit that I wanted to mention for potential reasons why Summoner Monk over here got hit, I feel like it's probably due to E-Heroes, because it was just a really good play to be able to go Summoner Monk into search the Shadow Mist, which is a card. I know we don't have some of these cards yet, but like I said, it's good to look ahead of the game. And basically, you'll be able to search a Mass card, so you're able to go Mass Change and go Dark Law. Dark Law is still a pretty fantastic card in the game, as Macrocosmos and Defissure are at 1 in the game. But Who knows, maybe this will change in the future, but Soul Charge, I mean, I don't think we really need to touch up upon that. That's a pretty self-explanatory thing, that it should have been hit a long time ago. I can't believe it survived. I mean, I can't even believe the card was made, let's put it that way. This card is absolutely crazy, but, you know, it's definitely better that it at least was put to 1 in the OCG. I feel like the same thing could possibly happen with the TCG, but the thing is, nothing really affected Cliff Force. Summoner's Art is still at 3, so that deck is going to be very, very powerful in the game. Like I said, if you guys don't know what deck I'm talking about, link down below in the description box to see like the insane card that they can actually pull off. Next up, the Blackwing thing. I felt like Blackwings, they had their time. They survived for like way too long. But you know what, it's good for some other players that never have played Yu-Gi-Oh! And some of them maybe have watched the TV show and they're like, you know, Blackwings were kind of cool, I want to build it. Because it's a really easy deck to like learn, and it also is a relatively inexpensive deck to play. And I think that'll make some other players excited that, you know, Blackwings aren't necessarily going to be like just back in action, but you know, it's just nice to have, you know, some of those reoccurring cards just see some more play. But I mean, for the most part, does this even have a close matchup against Cliff Force? You know, maybe not the best, but I do like Icarus attack against those, you know, pendulums. It's pretty nice. Next up, Wind-Ups. Shark going down, or going up to 3. That might make some players excited to play Wind-Ups again, but I feel like there's so many just rank 4 spam decks. Well, I mean, technically you can consider it a rank 5 if you have, you know, multiple strikes. That can be something you can actually take advantage of, but for the most, or I mean, technically rank 3 as well. But I mean, for the most part, I feel like you know, Carrier was a pretty good. Well, the whole like loop was something that was really dumb in the game. No one really likes to get looped, you know, and you know, it looks like it's just gonna be like there as a like a XYZ little spam deck. Next up, the Abyss Sphere. Now, and if you guys didn't know, this is still at 3 in the TCG. We actually had Gun Tit, and I believe Dragoons is still at multiple in the OCG, but this will definitely make players want to play the deck a bunch more, because the Sphere was really what made the deck. Like, this is the card, man. And then Needlebug Nest, that I don't even, man. Why are you serious? Needlebug Nest? I didn't even remember this card being hit. But nonetheless, that is going to be the list for the OCG for October. I think that's not like an awful list, but I feel like they're trying to like cater towards the Cliff Force. But the thing is, if you guys wonder why the heck is the Burning Abyss not hit, just as a heads up, because it is a TCG exclusive, which means they don't even have those cards out yet. So if you guys are wondering why the heck did those not get hit at all. And Shaddoll's basically, I would say Shaddoll's mainly, well, Star Seraphs were basically using everything. And this is Konami trying to stop this card from being splashable in like everything. Almost like how we kind of have been splashing the artifacts and everything in the TCG. But the thing is, they've already got Moral Attack at 1, and that didn't change. So I potentially see Moral Attack also getting hit. But I need to make my other video for the TCG ban list for my predictions, because this list is going to come out in a week or two for the TCG, because we're going to have a different list. Keep in mind that, like I said, we have a different list, that it's not going to be following this one if you play in the United States, but we can use this as kind of a guideline or a reference to you know, what can potentially be hit. But anyways, let me know what you guys think of this OCG ban list. Are you excited to play in the OCG? They still have Heavy Storm, so that's a thing, man. Heavy Storm and Pot of Avarice, which actually helps Shaddolls out even harder, because think about this, guys. You can just recycle the Winda and the Construct anyways. But anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Have a great day. Asia Dice out.